I've been wanting to make a video dedicated to cream eyeshadows for quite some time. I can just show you all the cream shadows that I have and kind of point out my top 5 favorites. I have oily eyelids though, so most of them I have to wear a primer underneath them as well, just to make sure, because everything creases on me. Even MAC paint pots, about 4 or 5 hours I get creasing with them too. If you have normal or dry eyelids, you can probably get away with wearing most of these without a primer, but I am using the NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow primer right now and I really love it. I'm going to get started, and I actually already swatched one on my hand, and I'll start with this one. This is the one that's the least creamy out of all of them, and it's by Clinique. And this is the color here. It is the Chubby Eyeshadow Stick, and the shade is called Ample Amber. I wasn't really sure if I should include this because I guess the texture of it is quite powdery. It's so easy to blend with the fingers, it's just like a cream, so that's why I decided to include this in the video. And this is definitely in my top 5. So this is the first of my top 5, and I love it so much. I actually have it on today. I have it on today with Hot Stone by Bobbi Brown in the crease. So I just kind of messed it all up. I've been wearing this makeup all day long on my face, so I might be a little bit extra glowy. I tried to powder before I did this video, but it's been really hot and humid today, so excuse any greasiness involved. I guess I'll talk about my potted favorites, and I will start with 2 of them by Origins. These are the Origins Ginseng Pot Eyeshadows, and this is the color Coffee Buzz. It's really, really pretty. It is a subtle, cool-toned taupey color, and it's beautiful. This is very emollient. It goes on more sheer than a MAC paint pot. It's more emollient and easy to blend than a MAC paint pot. You definitely build it up. So that's the shade Coffee Buzz. And the other one that I have is the color Perkle, and this one is more of a matte, well, I guess it's like a satin finish. This one is really pretty if you want to bring out the purple undertones of taupe eyeshadows. This looks really pretty under things like Satin Taupe by MAC. It looks really, really nice, especially if you have brown eyes. I find that it kind of brings out the warmth of the brown. So I like using this underneath taupey eyeshadows. It's a nice base. This is another one of my all-time favorites, and this is Constructivist by MAC. This is the only MAC paint pot that I've ever repurchased. I had a couple of other ones over the years, but I've either used them up or they dried up and I haven't really bothered purchasing them again. But this is the color Constructivist. Constructivist is a gorgeous dark brown. It's not too warm, not too cold. It's just a really cool color to wear underneath other eyeshadows. I've even worn it by itself a lot of times, but I love it. I love it, and I would repurchase this a million times. It's a really, really nice color. The last potted product that I have is limited edition, but I thought I'd throw it in just in case because I am kind of showcasing my whole collection in this video. And this is by Tom Ford. This came out, I believe, last year in the summer. Tom Ford only releases cream eyeshadow products in the summer, and they're limited edition. And this is the color 04 Spice, and this is what this looks like. It's more of a liquidy texture than the other potted products, but it's a gorgeous warm brown. I'll swatch it here. Very pigmented, super easy to work with and easy to blend. And it has a bit more of a golden, very, 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 very subtle golden shimmer running through it. But this is Spice by Tom Ford. This is another one of my all-time favorites, even though I probably wouldn't be able to buy it again, but a little goes a long way of this, so it's gonna last me a very long time. Next up is by Terry Ombre Black Star. This is the shade Misty Rock. I got this from my friend Rachel last year. It didn't really work for her, but I do like the color a lot. It's beautiful. It's again in the taupey family, and I'm going to swatch it right here next to the Tom Ford. This is, I guess I should swatch it next to Constructivist as well. It's a little more purple. It's got a little bit more purple in it than Constructivist by MAC, and it's a lot more shimmery as well. These have a great texture. They're easy to work with, easy to blend, and I would like to try out more. They have a color called Frozen Quartz that I've been wanting for the past year or so, but by Terry is so hard for me to find. There are no counters near me that sell it. The online retailers that sell this brand, it's like Burnished, I believe, and Space NK, but it's websites that I've never ordered from before, and I don't feel like going through the hassle of making a new account just to order one of these, and I don't want it. I don't want another color that bad that I'm willing to go through all those things, but if I had a By Terry counter near me, or if it was carried by Neiman's or Nordstrom, maybe I would consider buying this in another color. Next up is one of my favorite eyeshadows ever, and I bought it a while ago. I hated it at first, and now I love it, and I use it all the time, and you will see it's very well loved, and it's the shade Mykonos by NARS. This is definitely one of my all-time favorites as well, and as you can probably tell, all of my all-time favorites are in the same color family. I just can't help myself. This is Mykonos right here. It is super easy to work with. It is really, really soft. It is similar in color to Sable by MAC. I usually wear it by itself and then I put something like MAC Wedge in the crease, but it's a beautiful, beautiful shade, and this is the most awkward swatch in the world, but you get the point. The last ones I'm going to talk about are the Mercier Cream Metallic Eye Colors. I have 3 of them. I'll start with the 2 that I don't use very often, and I have this one here. This is in the shade Platinum. It's probably the lightest color I own. It's a very metallic, almost like a wet look. It's really nice all over the lid. But I just don't wear it all the time. I just don't do this type of look very often, but it's gorgeous. The other one that I like, but I don't use a lot, is called Alloy. Alloy is very multi-dimensional, and it's high shine, and it's a little bit of a taupey color. As you can see, it's super, super shiny, and it gets darker when I angle the back of my hand, but it's beautiful. It looks really good layered underneath taupey eyeshadows to give them more of a metallic boost. It's a beautiful color, but again, I just don't reach for it that often. But one of them that I reach for the most, and another one of my all-time favorites, is Burnished Copper, and this is a very reddish brown color. I love this so much. This is probably my absolute favorite cream eyeshadow ever. This is the one that I use most often. And I've just been in a brown, warm brown eyeshadow phase, so this looks good with anything. Especially if you have blue eyes, I think you'll really love this. So that concludes my cream eyeshadow collection video, as well as my top 5 favorite cream eyeshadows. The funny thing is that my 5 favorite ones are all variations of the same color, but I'm a creature of habit and I can't help it. I just really love that particular blend of colors and color family. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!